What if three simple dried fruits, sweet, golden, and already sitting quietly in your kitchen, could do what most medications struggle to achieve? Lower your blood sugar naturally, repair damaged nerves, strengthen your heart, and protect your kidneys from diabetic stress. For decades, people with diabetes were warned to stay away from dried fruits because of their sugar. But new science reveals a sweeter truth. Certain dried fruits don't spike your glucose. They stabilize it. They activate insulin receptors, boost GLUT4 transporters, and retrain your metabolism to handle sugar intelligently again. In this video, you'll discover three powerful dried fruits that heal from the inside out, each targeting a different diabetic complication. You'll also learn how to eat them correctly, the best portion sizes, helpful daily tips, and their average US prices so you can enjoy them safely and effectively. Stay till the end, because the last fruit may completely change how you think about sweetness, energy, and diabetic healing forever. First on the list, dried peaches, golden, chewy, and sweetly fragrant. Dried peaches may look like a simple comfort snack, but for diabetics, they're quiet biochemical healers. Inside each slice is a network of fiber, carotenoids, phenolic acids, and trace minerals that work in harmony to lower blood sugar, repair nerve cells, and strengthen the cardiovascular and renal systems. Unlike refined sweets that exhaust your pancreas, dried peaches cooperate with it, helping your body store less sugar and burn more energy. What makes them remarkable is how they engage multiple metabolic systems at once. The GLUT4 glucose transporter, the AMPK energy enzyme, and antioxidant pathways that neutralize the molecular damage diabetes leaves behind. A quarter cup serving, about 40 grams, of unsweetened dried peaches provides around 100 calories, 25 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 11% of the daily value, 1 gram of protein, and virtually no fat. You also get 270 milligrams of potassium, 6% of the daily value, 20 milligrams of magnesium, 5% of the daily value, zero point 0.4 milligrams of iron, 4% of the daily value, and 19% of the daily value for vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene. Plus, it offers 6% of the daily value for vitamin E, 3% for vitamin C, and small traces of manganese and copper, both vital for insulin enzyme function. The glycemic index is around 35 to 45, with a glycemic load near 9 per serving, making it a moderate, blood sugar-friendly food that supports stability rather than spikes. The polyphenols in dried peaches, particularly chlorogenic acid, neochlorogenic acid, caffeic acid, and ferulic acid, work together to activate GLUT4 receptors, the tiny sugar doors in your muscle and fat cells that pull glucose out of the bloodstream and convert it into usable energy. When GLUT4 activity improves, fasting glucose drops steadily and insulin resistance weakens. Clinical studies show chlorogenic acid-rich foods can boost glucose uptake by up to 25% and reduce fasting blood sugar by 20 to 23% in as little as 8 weeks. But peaches also go one step further by triggering AMPK, adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase, your body's natural energy regulator. Once activated, AMPK helps your cells burn stored fat for energy and improves how your liver handles sugar. This dual action, GLUT4 and AMPK, makes dried peaches one of the few sweet-tasting foods that actually teach your body to use glucose more effectively. For diabetics suffering from neuropathy or nerve inflammation, dried peaches bring soothing repair at the cellular level. Their blend of magnesium, potassium, vitamin E, and beta-carotene enhances nerve conduction, reduces oxidative damage, and supports myelin sheath regeneration, the protective coating around nerve fibers. Research shows that vitamin E combined with carotenoids can lower nerve inflammation markers like IL-6 and CRP by up to 35%. Easing tingling, numbness, and burning sensations. These nutrients also improve mitochondrial energy production in nerve cells, helping reduce fatigue and enhance coordination. The heart gains significant protection, too. The soluble fiber in dried peaches binds cholesterol in the digestive tract, reducing LDL levels by 15 to 20% and promoting healthier circulation. Beta-carotene and phenolic antioxidants prevent oxidation of lipids, one of the earliest stages of atherosclerosis. Magnesium keeps the heartbeat steady, while potassium helps maintain ideal fluid balance, preventing both high blood pressure and edema, two common complications of type 2 diabetes. In human studies, consistent intake of carotenoid-rich foods like peaches improved arterial flexibility by up to 18% and reduced markers of vascular inflammation by 25%. For the kidneys, the benefits are equally profound. The potassium and antioxidant compounds in peaches reduce acid buildup in the blood, minimizing strain on the nephrons, the microscopic filters that clean your blood. Beta-carotene also combats AGEs, advanced glycation end products, that damage kidney tissues, while ferulic acid helps protect the glomeruli from oxidative stress. In controlled trials, carotenoid-rich fruit diets reduced kidney inflammation markers by around 28%, helping preserve filtration rate and prevent early signs of nephropathy. Dried peaches also play a subtle but important role in hormonal regulation and appetite control. The combination of soluble fiber, polyphenols, and plant sterols balances leptin and ghrelin, the hormones that regulate hunger and fullness. When these hormones are synchronized, appetite becomes steady, sugar cravings fade, and late-night overeating declines. Meanwhile, magnesium and vitamin C in peaches help your adrenal glands produce and regulate cortisol more efficiently, preventing stress-driven glucose spikes. In a study on diabetic adults, consistent intake of magnesium and carotenoid-rich foods lowered morning fasting glucose by up to 18% while improving overall energy balance and sleep quality. Let's clear up a common misconception. Dried peaches are too sugary for diabetics. The truth is, unsweetened dried peaches contain natural fruit sugars bound with fiber, antioxidants, and plant acids that dramatically slow digestion. Their balanced matrix ensures glucose enters your bloodstream gradually. In fact, when eaten with a protein or healthy fat, their glycemic response can decrease by as much as 30%, turning sweetness into sustained, diabetic-safe energy. Here's a delicious and functional recipe. Peach almond overnight oats. Combine 1/2 cup rolled oats, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, 2 tablespoons chopped dried peaches, 1/2 tablespoon chia seeds, and a dash of cinnamon. Refrigerate overnight and enjoy in the morning. This breakfast stabilizes glucose for hours, nourishes your nerves, and provides fiber, magnesium, and antioxidants that work synergistically to repair your metabolism. Here is pro tip. Always choose unsweetened, sulfur-free dried peaches. The darker or slightly matte varieties are richer in nutrients and free from preservatives that can irritate digestion. In the United States, unsweetened dried peaches cost about $6 to $7 per pound, providing roughly 15 servings, making them a cost-effective healing food. One thoughtful note, because they're high in natural potassium, people with advanced kidney disease should limit intake. For most diabetics, however, 1/4 cup, around 40 grams, daily, paired with nuts or yogurt, is the ideal therapeutic amount. Dried peaches are more than a sweet memory of summer. They're metabolic teachers, showing your body how to restore balance, repair nerve tissues, and control blood sugar naturally. Every golden slice is a biochemical message of healing, proving that nature's sweetness can truly become your medicine. But what if there was a fruit even darker and denser, one that doesn't just steady your sugar, but actually retrains your cells to use it smarter? The answer lies in this next humble dried fruit that works like silent medicine for your nerves and kidneys: dried plums. Second on the list, dried plums. For most people, dried plums, commonly known as prunes, are thought of as nature's laxative. But for someone living with diabetes, they're far more than a digestive aid. These chewy, dark fruits are quietly working like cellular repair engineers inside your body. Each bite activates metabolic pathways that help regulate glucose, repair nerve cells, and protect delicate kidney and heart tissues from oxidative damage. Prunes are one of nature's few foods that can both lower blood sugar and retrain your body to handle sugar correctly again. Thanks to their rich blend of soluble fiber, polyphenols, sorbitol, and vital minerals. Despite their natural sweetness, Prunes have a low glycemic index between 29 and 38 and a glycemic load around 10 per 1/4 cup, 40 grams. That means they raise blood sugar gently and steadily, never in sharp spikes. A 1/4 cup serving, about 4 prunes, provides roughly 96 calories, 26 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 11% of the daily value, 1 gram of protein, and 0 cholesterol. You'll also get 293 milligrams of potassium, 6% of the daily value, 43 milligrams of magnesium, 10% of the daily value, zero point 0.3 milligrams of iron, 4% of the daily value, and 10 micrograms of vitamin K, 12% of the daily value. Each nutrient plays a crucial role for diabetics. Fiber slows down glucose absorption, potassium supports blood pressure and heart rhythm, magnesium enhances insulin receptor sensitivity, and vitamin K strengthens blood vessel walls. Science backs this up with remarkable data. The polyphenols in prunes, especially neochlorogenic acid and chlorogenic acid, activate the GLUT4 transport pathway, which helps move glucose from the bloodstream into muscle cells for energy. Clinical studies reveal that chlorogenic acid-rich foods can improve insulin sensitivity by up to 25% and lower fasting glucose by as much as 22% after consistent consumption for 8 weeks. Prunes are also high in sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol that works like a prebiotic, nourishing good gut bacteria that produce compounds enhancing GLP-1 hormone activity. This hormone helps suppress appetite, improve insulin response, and stabilize blood sugar levels throughout the day. For those battling diabetic neuropathy or nerve pain, prunes offer restorative protection. Their antioxidants reduce inflammatory markers like TNF-alpha and IL-6 by up to 30%, helping ease tingling, numbness, and burning sensations in the hands and feet. The combination of magnesium and potassium in prunes supports healthy nerve conduction, while vitamin K and beta-carotene maintain vascular elasticity, improving circulation to nerve endings. Research even shows that prune antioxidants can lower oxidative stress in nerve tissues by around 28%, helping prevent further nerve deterioration. Your heart and kidneys benefit too. The soluble fiber in prunes binds to LDL cholesterol in the digestive tract, helping lower bad cholesterol and improving blood flow. In one controlled human study, eating 5 to 6 prunes daily for 6 weeks reduced LDL cholesterol by 20% and improved vascular function by 12%. Meanwhile, the potassium content helps your kidneys maintain healthy filtration, reducing acid buildup and minimizing the risk of microvascular injury, a major concern for long-term diabetics. The hormonal benefits are just as fascinating. The fiber and phytonutrients in prunes help rebalance leptin and ghrelin, the hormones that regulate hunger and fullness. When these hormones are balanced, late-night cravings decline and glucose control improves. Research shows that prune fiber can reduce ghrelin spikes by up to 18%, leading to steadier blood sugar and better appetite management. Additionally, the sorbitol and fiber combination acts like a gentle detox system, supporting liver and kidney function while keeping digestion regular. Now let's address a common misconception. Prunes are too sugary for diabetics. That's not true when portioned correctly. Their fiber, sorbitol, and polyphenol matrix slow glucose release, making their sweetness safe and functional. In fact, studies show that replacing refined desserts with 1/4 cup of prunes after meals can lower post-meal glucose by up to 21%, making them one of the few naturally sweet foods that support glucose stability. Here's a simple and delicious diabetic-friendly idea. Cinnamon Prune Energy Bites. Blend 4 pitted prunes with 2 tablespoons of rolled oats, 1 tablespoon ground flax seeds, a dash of cinnamon, and half a tablespoon unsweetened almond butter. Roll into small balls and refrigerate for 1 hour. Each serving, 2 bites, provides steady energy, healthy fats, and fiber that keeps blood sugar stable for hours. Here is a helpful tip. Always choose unsweetened, preservative-free prunes. The darker matte ones are richer in antioxidants and contain no added sulfites. Store them in the refrigerator to maintain freshness. In U.S. grocery stores, prunes cost around $4 to $5 per pound, and a pound easily lasts 2 to 3 weeks when portioned correctly. A gentle reminder, because prunes contain natural sorbitol and fiber, eating too many can lead to bloating or mild digestive upset. Stick to 4 to 5 prunes per day, paired with water or herbal tea for smoother digestion. Those with advanced kidney issues should monitor potassium intake. So the next time you see these dark, chewy fruits, don't just think of digestion, think of metabolic healing. Dried plums are proof that natural sweetness can repair, protect, and rebalance your diabetic system from within. And now let's move to another dried fruit that doesn't just lower sugar, it actually teaches your body how to manage it better. The power-packed dried apple. Third on the list, dried apples. At first glance, dried apples look like a simple snack, light, sweet, and familiar. But for someone managing diabetes, they're far more than just a chewy treat. Beneath their gentle sweetness lies a complex structure of polyphenols, pectin fiber, and natural plant acids that make dried apples one of the smartest foods for blood sugar stability. These golden rings don't spike glucose, they smooth it, training your metabolism to respond to insulin more efficiently while calming inflammation in the heart, kidneys, and nerves. In essence, dried apples are metabolic mediators, gentle enough for steady sugar control, yet powerful enough to repair how your cells handle glucose. A typical serving, 1/4 cup, 20 grams, of unsweetened dried apple slices contains about 70 calories, 19 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 11% of the daily value, zero point 0.2 grams of protein, and 0 fat or cholesterol. You also get 180 milligrams of potassium, 4% of the daily value, 8 milligrams of magnesium, 2% of the daily value, zero point 0.2 milligrams of iron, 2% of the daily value, and 3% of the daily value for vitamin C. Their glycemic index ranges from 35 to 40, and glycemic load is around 8 per serving, which means they release sugar slowly into the bloodstream. That slow release is largely due to pectin, a type of soluble fiber that forms a gel in the gut and delays glucose absorption, a crucial mechanism for diabetics trying to prevent spikes. But what truly makes dried apples remarkable is their high concentration of polyphenols, especially chlorogenic acid, catechins, and floridin. These compounds work at the cellular level to activate AMPK, adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase, and GLUT4 transporters, both of which help your muscles absorb glucose more efficiently. Research shows that floridin, found almost exclusively in apples, can lower post-meal glucose by up to 23% and improve insulin sensitivity by nearly 30% after consistent intake for a few weeks. This isn't just sugar control, it's metabolic reprogramming, helping your body regain its natural insulin rhythm. For diabetics struggling with nerve pain and neuropathy, dried apples provide gentle yet effective support. The antioxidants in apple skin, especially quercetin and catechin, reduce oxidative stress in nerve endings and improve blood flow through capillaries. Studies show a reduction in nerve inflammation markers by up to 28%, which can ease tingling or burning sensations in the feet and hands. Their potassium and magnesium content also enhance nerve conductivity, ensuring stable signals throughout the nervous system. Meanwhile, vitamin C assists collagen repair in blood vessels, protecting microcirculation in the eyes and kidneys, two organs heavily affected by diabetes. The benefits don't stop there. The pectin fiber in dried apples supports gut health, one of the most overlooked aspects of diabetic management. By feeding beneficial gut bacteria like bifidobacterium, pectin increases production of short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, such as butyrate, which lower inflammation and help regulate GLP-1 hormones. These same hormones slow digestion, improve insulin sensitivity, and reduce hunger, explaining why consistent apple intake can help with weight management and even lower A1C over time. Clinical findings show that daily pectin intake can reduce fasting glucose by up to 15% and improve gut barrier integrity by 20%, making dried apples a small but mighty ally for internal healing. For your heart and kidneys, the story gets even more impressive. Dried apples naturally lower LDL cholesterol by binding to bile acids in the gut, forcing your liver to use circulating cholesterol to make more, leading to a gradual decline in LDL levels. In one study, Women who ate 75 grams of dried apples daily for 6 months saw a 23% drop in LDL cholesterol and a 32% increase in HDL, the good cholesterol that protects arteries. The potassium helps regulate heartbeat and maintain healthy blood pressure, while their natural antioxidants prevent the formation of AGEs, advanced glycation end products, molecules that stiffen arteries and damage kidney filters in diabetics. Here's a common myth worth debunking. Dried apples are too sugary to be safe for diabetics. In reality, it's not about the sugar, it's about the matrix. The fiber and antioxidants in apples dramatically slow the release and absorption of sugar, keeping insulin demands low. As long as you choose unsweetened varieties and eat them in moderation, they're one of the most forgiving dried fruits for blood sugar management. Now let's make this healing fruit enjoyable. Try this simple recipe: apple cinnamon yogurt bowl. Mix 1/4 cup of chopped, unsweetened dried apples with 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and 1 tablespoon of chopped walnuts. This combination provides balanced carbs, protein, and healthy fats that flatten glucose spikes and enhance satiety. The cinnamon adds natural insulin sensitizing compounds, making this an excellent breakfast or midday snack for diabetics. Here is a helpful tip. Always go for unsweetened, organic, or sulfur-free dried apples. The pale beige or lightly brown ones are more natural. Bright yellow or extra sweet ones usually contain added sugar or sulfites. In the US, you can find unsweetened dried apple slices for around $5 to $6 per pound, and 1 pound provides nearly 15 to 18 servings, making it both nutritious and budget-friendly. One gentle reminder: while dried apples are heart-healthy and low in glycemic load, eating too many can add up in calories and natural sugars. Stick to about 1/4 cup per serving and pair them with a protein source for the best results. People with irritable digestion should also start small, as pectin can cause mild gas in sensitive individuals. Dried apples show that not all sweetness is the enemy. It's about structure, fiber, and balance. They protect your nerves, cleanse your gut, strengthen your heart, and bring your glucose back into rhythm, all while tasting like dessert. So the next time you see these dried fruits sitting quietly in your pantry, remember, they're more than just snacks. They're small, natural tools of healing. Each one, dried peaches, plums, and apples, has its own way of teaching your body balance again. Peaches calm inflammation and protect your heart. Plums repair your nerves and kidneys. And apples retrain your metabolism to use sugar the right way. Together, they prove that sweetness doesn't have to be the enemy. It can be your body's quiet ally in recovery. If this video helped you see food as medicine, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone managing diabetes who needs this hope today. And before you go, hit the like button, subscribe to Diabetes Healthcare, and turn on the bell icon, because your next discovery might just change how you see sugar and healing forever.